Welcome back to the Reggies podcast. You're here with a couple of blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Hope everyone's had a cracking weekend with the footy back. Straight off the bat, though, the jerseys are tonight, boys and girls. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 2025 jersey. You will not see it again. The new design, new material, and just cover the mic up there. Just all around massive improvement from last year. I'm holding it up.
Look, we can't say anything more to you about how stoked we are about this. And as you've sort of got to know me over the last couple of years, I can't go to bed at night lying to cunts. And I am fucking absolutely stoked with this thing. It's comfortable. You're going to be able to wear it more often during the year with a lighter sort of feel, but it's still going to give you warmth in fucking winter. We have nailed it.
We have.
I
was so
I'm
happy.
fucking super proud of
When we first got them, it was just like... not a relief, but just like, holy, this is really, really good. Because obviously we can't just test every material by feeling it.
No.
Because they don't come from Gladstone.
Yeah, that's right.
So you sort of, you're doing a bit of a guessing game. And we've done really well this year because we did test a couple out.
Yeah. Do you recall how quick the jerseys went last year?
It was within 24 hours.
Righto, 24 hours. So just so you know, there's no extras on top of what got ordered last year. So if that lasted 24 hours and people want to cop this one and don't miss out, I probably wouldn't fuck around. Reggies.com.au. Fucks me if they'll sell out, but that's what I'm saying. There's no extras of what we got last year. So if you want one again, fucking get in there.
The plan is that they will definitely sell out.
That's what I want, and that's what I think will happen.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is I wouldn't just go, I'll just look tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you want one...
no, that never happens.
If you want one, be there.
Righto. Perfect. New sponsor, or we'll do that on Thursday?
Do that on Thursday, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Righto.
I think it'll suit Thursday.
It will definitely suit Thursday, obviously. But
guys, fucking you're going to love this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I fucking do.
I can't wait to get around it.
I already have been, personally. Giving them a little hiding.
We'll see if they can. Have you mentioned it, given any hints anywhere else?
No.
Nah, righto. Well,
I've said somewhere else that something fun is coming on the punching front, but no actual,
I wonder, well, obviously everyone's going to try and guess tomorrow. Oh, well, today as you listen.
Yep. But you're here on Thursday, I reckon.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Bloody oath.
It'll start next week, but we'll get it going Thursday. Get the hype up and about. I'm going to have a sip of this beer.
Oh, get into that beer, mate. Did you have a few beers over the weekend?
Working, mate.
Oh, that's right.
Just finished nights this morning.
Well, that's exciting. 6 off, isn't it?
Oh, 5.
5.
You can't include today. It's a sleep day today, mate.
For sure, man. What are you doing? Bit of golf?
Yes,
if it dries up.
Golf. Got me new sticks.
Oh, hey. Have you used it? You haven't used them yet?
I have. I went straight out.
How'd you
got them? Look, teething issues, but love them.
How did you?
Love them.
Well, I'm glad you do, because I didn't want a big steaming groper coming in going, fuck them.
No, but I'm not fucking stupid, and I know that if you get something new, it's going to take a bit. Like, I hit them for an hour and a half at the fucking thing, that's it.
Yeah.
You know? And all you're hoping to do when you go and get fitted is that you hit a few good shots and you go, right, there's the shot. Now I've just got to practice with them.
Yeah.
So,
what grips do you run?
They're
normals or big uns?
No, big uns.
Yeah.
So I've always just run normal.
Yeah.
And when I went up there to get them, like get fitted, I said, mate, feel this grip on me driver. I want that. And he give me that with the iron. Oh, man, it feels that
mate,
good.
I go play with Dad. I've still got me hybrid fucking old mixed breed mongrel fucking bag of shit that I use and seem to go half all right. And when I go with Dad, who's my sort of size lad, and he's got his big old...
gut, he's huge.
Yeah, I mean tall and levers and that. He'd bury me.
He's just got a big barrel chest and massive shoulders.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm the sort of same height and levers, I suppose. I borrow his clubs and he's got the big grips and fuck, they feel good. And I hit them all right. I'm like, oh, that'd be good.
Well, get them, man.
Yeah.
Because they're not much.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. That's why I went and got my handicap, wanted to get into it. I haven't played since the break. So, I mean, I will get them. And when I do, I will get the grips. But I just mean I really rate those big grips.
Yeah, it's the go.
It's fucking good.
It is.
Not being able to just fucking have to wrap your whole hand around a little.
I feel so much more in control with the big grips.
Yeah.
Anyway.
100%.
There's a bit of golf grip chat for you.
Oh, that's right. If you're looking to get the grip, get a big grip. Get a grip.
John Daly, our fucking
Lord and Saviour.
He says on, fuck knows who he was with, but he goes, everyone goes and gets fitted for club heads, club shafts, stiffness, fucking length, lie angles, all the rest. He said the best thing you can do is get a grip fit. Get fitted for your fucking grip.
Yeah.
And I back him in. He knows everything.
100% he does.
Should we talk a bit of cricket?
We will, mate. Can I just say quickly too, though, one of the best feelings on the weekend, old pump, getting home for everyone. Like, we're owners here as well, the Reggies of him, so it was super exciting to watch the pump steam home. And on our horse too, he's still having a spell if people are wondering where he's at, and we'll give you guys updates in the next couple of weeks when he comes back.
I think the owners will probably have had an update before this comes out.
Yeah.
Because there's planned to be one tonight.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Basically, he's going to do 2 more weeks in the paddock, and then he'll go to Shane Rose, the Mankini man. For a bit of pre-training, which they do every prep.
Yeah.
Rather than send him to Neesham.
Yeah.
And then he's straight into it. You obviously, it's like anything. It's like us as humans. You don't just go, not been in the gym for 2 months, going to do a 1 rep max.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. No, that's all good. I just wanted to give
him a bit of pre-training with Shane Rose, and then by the end of April, he'll be up at Eagle Farm in time for our event that we're going to throw.
Beautiful.
And just to all the non-owners out there that are planning to come to the event, I will have in the next probably 2 weeks a number that we can fit. Because all the owners have got back to me, whether they're going to make it or not.
Yep.
I think there's looking to be probably between 40 and 50 owners, which is awesome. I'm fucking stoked about that.
Yeah.
And then the venue capacity will be whatever, you know what I mean.
So we can just say this is how many
can fit, first in, best dressed.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait for that May 17 event.
Oh, me too, man.
Great.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, we're just going to quickly touch on the cricket because we didn't win. So
yeah, we should. We're not hiding from it.
Why would we even talk about it if we didn't win? We took our B graders over there. It wasn't even the Reggies; it was the Bs, and we couldn't quite manifest the B team beating India in the semi. So India did go on to win the tournament, unfortunately beating New Zealand in the final. Kohli's innings against us in the semi was just Virat all over. It was just the most perfect run chase innings. I think it was under a run of ball, 80-odd, got him home. He made it look pretty easy, to be honest. It was a perfect run chase innings. India just out-bowled Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because they limited us to 260-odd, something like that. And New Zealand was 250 in the final.
Right.
So they just out-bowled.
Just not good enough.
Yeah, just not enough runs. But looked after, as usual, the Indians. I saw a stat. New Zealand travelled something like 8,000 kilometres during the tournament between Pakistan and Dubai for all their matches. India travelled 0 kilometres because they were based in Dubai for all 5 of their games because they refused to play in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So who runs the...
Is there an asterisk there?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Fuck yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Huge.
Like, have it. But there's an asterisk.
There's a couple of pages that are troll pages for Indian cricket fans.
I'll have to get on
that. Are here in Australia. One's called the cricket memes or something, and then the 28-year-old male he gets right around.
Great bloke.
So,
I know him personally. Can I say, great bloke, loves bagging Indian cricketers. I love it.
Yeah. So there's a few of them that I follow, and it's quite funny. They've just hammered him about not having to leave anywhere, and there's a lot of memes about the BCCI owning the ICC and shit like that. And it's great because yes, they've won, but there's a huge asterisk there, and that we've put.
And
there.
the asterisk talks.
Yeah, exactly.
It lips.
So yeah, enough about that. Not sold on a couple of our boys. Obviously, I think we've got them in there too early.
Yeah. Who are you talking about?
Cooper Connolly, for instance. Like, I think he has potential to be a very good cricketer, but why put him in the limelight so early when he's played fuck all first-class cricket, fuck all one-day cricket for his state?
Yeah.
Why put him in that situation where people are going to criticise him?
Yeah.
Because they're going to. He's playing for fucking Australia.
And they've picked him to do the best job for Australia. If he doesn't, they're going to bag him.
I don't want to because he's so young and he does have potential. But why put him in that situation?
Yeah.
Give him a fucking test match for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
just let him cut his teeth a bit more.
Yep.
Then bring him in. So anyway, that's my opinion. Hope he's doing well. I'm sure he's fine. Like they're all going to be trained up to what the media is going to do to you these days. So he'll be right. But let's just blood him in a bit more rather than throw them in the deep end, and then when they get criticised, go, oh, well, fuck, come on, mate.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to score runs.
I agree. Fucking nice.
We also may not have had another choice because we had a few injuries. So.
That's right.
Anyway, let's get into the footy. We'll start with the NRL this week, and I've decided, just for your information, Tom,
all right,
we're not going to go through every game in detail this year because just the big games and the big moments in the smaller games.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Because, and we are going to touch on these two games, like I said, but Dolphins, Rabbitohs.
Yeah. The
Tigers,
actual
Knights.
game itself. Yeah, that's right. There's heaps of other shows that go through every single game with every single detail. We're going to talk about the moments that matter or the moments that some cunt can be bothered listening to.
That's right. And, mate,
in our opinion, our humble
we
one.
have got some of your favourite things at the end of this. We got boxing. We got UFC. Formula One. we got the golf.
Yeah.
The players is this weekend. So we got shitloads to get through. But,
we do, mate. 100%.
We're going to start with biggest story in rugby league this week.
Yeah.
It's Tom hasn't explained to you what I'm wearing, actually.
Groper decided that fuck our merch drop tonight. He's wearing his Broncos jersey and his Hawks hat, which that's fine. I'll fucking fly the flag for the boys. But yeah, he's a happy camper, and fair enough.
Biggest story is obviously not the Broncos. It's Dylan Brown.
Yes.
Which is broken yesterday, I think, at some point.
Yeah.
He's announced it on his social media. I believe it's as good as done. $1.3 million a season for 10 years. I just think that is crazy.
How old is he?
I think he's mid-20s.
He'd be 22 or 23, wouldn't he?
I
believe. Have a bit of a fact check. If Jace was there, he would have just fired it off the hip.
18.
Which he should be back soon, shouldn't he? He'd be back for the punch show this
24.
week.
I was going to say
Big
25 too.
24. So he's signed till he's 34 there.
That's right. So there'll be clauses fucking galore in this.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
But
what's your thoughts, mate?
Everyone's tiptoeing around saying that he's not worth the money. Like everyone, like everything that I've listened to, and it's only one show to be honest, other than the Reggies.
Yeah.
Laurie Daly, Josh Reynolds, love them. I think they're fucking great on the big sports breakfast every morning.
Yeah, right.
They just fucking tell it how it is.
Yep.
Grub's great. Like, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But all morning they just went, we don't know. Like, this could be the deal of the century. We'll find out. And I'm just going, mate, can you just get off the fence and say that he's not worth fucking $1.3 million a season?
I reckon he's 800.
Yeah, I know.
And that's not knocking the bloke. I think he is the perfect 5'8". Do you know how I can't get out of my head, halfback, how they play.
Yeah.
5'8", how they play, and you have the fullback. I think Dylan Brown is the perfect 5'8". However, I think, personally, just my opinion, I would rather the best halfback in the fucking comp with him and for him to work off the back of that structure sort of thing, just me personally.
Yeah.
But look, man, here's the reality too. Knights, I think with him at 5'8" and Ponga at fucking fullback, if they can jag a twilight halfback like Fogarty or Hunt or fucking Reynolds, then there it is.
Yeah.
If they get a structured half that's got some experience and they got Dylan Brown with KP breaking fucking ankles out the back, that's great in my head.
Yeah,
but who's the halfback at the moment? You got two deadlies.
Yeah.
Where's the structure?
Yeah. Well, is it Cogger? Did he play on the weekend?
But
No, I'm.
yeah. Well, I think so. But I mean, I don't know if that's a long-term thing.
No, I know, but I agree with what you're saying. They need someone other than him.
But who is there currently? Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, fucking here's me just trouting. Never done fuck all. But I mean, like, just looking as a fan.
Yeah, I know. You can't be happy. There's no way that any Knights fans are fucking happy about that.
About
Ponga.
what? The amount paying.
Surely. And, mate, Ponga, that's not going to make Ponga stay. Dylan Brown is not going to make Kalen Ponga not want to go to Union if he really wants to go. Or
Is that really a thing that he's weighing up? Union?
Yeah, fuck
is
yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fuck Union's gay, though. Really? It's fucking shit.
I don't mind me rugby union.
Yeah,
Six
yeah.
Nations is on at the moment.
Yeah, but compared to league, fuck off.
Yeah, well,
Just shit.
for us here in Australia.
That's right.
I
For
agree.
me, just personally, come on, Ponga.
Yeah.
Stay, man. I love
And
you.
then, and this could just be complete media hype, media making shit up, because not that they ever do that, but the Roosters has been floated around, associated with Ponga's
with KP.
name.
Well, he's the classic example. Well, he's a classic example of who they would get.
100%.
That's Roosters' MO. Don't make your own player, buy the best cunt, and feed him fucking paperies under the table. That's Roosters.
Boy, there's a bit on paper. He's in the AFL later,
Is
actually.
there?
Yeah, old fucking Red Nuts team.
Oh, that dirty little Jap flag.
No, they're getting investigated.
Okay.
Audited, sorry. Not an investigation, Tom. It's an audit of third-party deals.
All right.
So,
There you go.
they get absolutely fucking reamed.
Yep. Can I just say, while we're on the Knights, I know we weren't going to focus on that because it was...
No.
Can I just say, KP, watching him come through, there's just something about him, and he's the right player to fucking build up to represent our game. Is there a better player to watch when he's on fire?
Yeah, no.
No.
At the moment,
I
no
do
way.
not think so.
If we're going to go back through the history.
Oh, for sure.
But now, nah.
He was just dishing out ankle breakers, like I said, left, right, and centre. And I wanted to talk to you about where does he sit in the all-time goosey deliverers?
Oh,
So, obviously, Benji, I think he changed the game
the
of
OG,
stepping.
yeah.
And I don't know if anyone will ever be better than when he was just fucking
Just
dosh.
that one play that always comes up against the Sharks, where he done 3 in a row.
Just
fucking broke.
the legs moving that much before the step that it almost looked silly, but it didn't.
So I think it probably goes Carmichael, Kalen Ponga.
Carmichael didn't know how to swerve, let alone step. That cunt just flew
At
straight.
the start, he did that huge, big, fucking dumb step.
Yeah, yeah.
And then toward the end of his career, he just charged.
Well, look, this step isn't working. I'm going to run us straight off the
anyway,
fence.
yeah, Benji then Ponga, surely.
I think you go, what comes to mind for me, and Reggie's, let us know of your favourite steppers of all time, across all codes or whatever, but I think Benji starting it off, prime Benji, and then you talk about a young SJ. That cunt could jam dudes as well. But they're the three in my head.
He was a
in
very
league.
good touch footballer.
He was.
SJ,
As
so-
Dad always reminded me with Benji and SJ, fucking touch players, those cunts.
He can't tackle.
You can't fucking tackle. Which he was right, with Benji, but he was that good and flary in attack.
Yeah.
But I just think KP is definitely up there with Benji. Is he better? I don't know. I don't think so. But just, I love watching him.
Yeah,
You know,
fuck yeah.
when there's a Knights game on, I'm purely like, fuck yeah, KP.
I'll just
break
watch
a couple
him.
of ankles.
Yeah.
And that play from him was so important in the game where it was at. That grubber down the in goal. Nearly every fullback nowadays will grab that and run over the dead ball line. Grabbed it, bang, jinked a couple of dudes, dove out. They got a penalty down the other end of the field where that could have been a drop kick.
Yeah.
So, and 10-8, they ended up
It's
winning
that
that
sort
game.
of shit that people won't see.
Yeah.
They'll go, oh, that was awesome, but then they won't focus on the penalty that they just got.
That's
go,
right.
Well, you wouldn't have got that.
Exactly.
You
If
can
it
get
wasn't
out.
for the effort.
And now you're out of that end.
That's right.
Although dropouts are just a shit show now anyway. You fucking get the ball back half the time.
Yeah, that's
Shits
right.
me.
But-
Shouldn't be
but, you
allowed
know-
to do short ones.
I just think, put it this way, unless he is injured, if he isn't the Queensland fullback this year, I will absolutely blow my lid, which will
Well,
mean nothing to anyone,
May-
but I'll blow it.
You might be blowing it. I reckon.
Surely, not, if he is healthy and just banging,
Mate, I agree with you, but I don't see Billy fucking reneging on fucking Princess.
Oh, surely not. Bring KP. It's only been one game, but I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say.
Oh, well, speaking of just being one game, are we done on Brown? Because I've got a few highest paid playmaker fucking dollar figures here.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, if Dylan Brown is worth 1.3, then what the fuck is Nathan Cleary worth? Because to me, oh man, Dylan Brown is like you say, he's your running 5'8". And we saw what happened on the weekend when he didn't have players around him to do stuff.
To give him that
got
freedom.
absolutely flogged.
Yeah, because he's not that player.
If Penrith are missing 6 and they have Cleary, he can still get them to win.
Yeah.
He can still win the game for him.
Yep.
So, what's he worth?
Well, mate, even Luai can.
He's on 1.2 at the moment, Nathan is.
Is he?
Yeah.
And, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Ponga and Dylan Brown are both on 1.3. Nathan's 1.2. Mitch Moses is on 1.2, which, look, he may be worth it after his Origin series last year. He just needs a team. Luai's on 1.2 now. Munster is on 1.1. And then you got 2 more $1 million players, and it's Daly Cherry Evans and Nico Hines.
Yeah. See, like you said exactly, if a player's on that much, they need to be the man.
And they all
Dylan
are.
Brown, they all are. Dylan Brown, as much as I can't reiterate enough how much I really love him as a 5'8".
Yeah.
But he, like you said, he cannot put the team on his shoulders and say, follow me, because he's not a structured
We
fucking...
saw it
on
the weekend.
Oh,
so.
didn't we? Didn't we?
We did.
Shout out to my multi on that game. First half.
Look, but what I will say about the money is CPI and inflation, it's been fucking through the roof for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So employers have to pay more because that's how it works.
Mm.
CPI goes up, employers pay more money. So is 1.3 over 10 years actually good? Because in 10 years' time...
That might be shit. Yeah. And what I want to know too is, if Ponga, what was Ponga on?
1.3.
So what, are they just going to get fucking Reggies in the...
That's what I'm saying.
The poor old
Knights
halfback's going to be on
still-
fucking 200.
They have the 2 highest paid players in the game. Well, starting next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Or is Ponga off contract soon or something? Is that why there's the
Can you
union
look that
talk
up?
and
Can you Google length of Ponga's contract? Because surely you wouldn't invest in Brown if Ponga's looking like, you know.
leaving? That's what I'm saying. He might still fucking go, I want to play for the All Blacks, boys. I'm going.
Don't.
Oh,
do
cool. Now we have Dylan Brown.
No, it's definitely it's pretty wild. Oi, and by the way, I'm fucking happy as for Dylan Brown. Like, good on him.
27, end of 27.
Yeah, right.
Ponga.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I've still got a few there. But, you know, like, I don't want to seem like I'm dirty. Like, I reckon
he
good
had
on
to
you,
sign
brother.
it.
That's
Had to sign
that's
it.
amazing for him. It's just you look at it and you go, wow.
Yeah.
I'd love to be on the fly in the wall when they're justifying that money.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and their reasoning.
But who's
Who's
signed off on that?
Don't
And
know.
like, sorry, Dylan. Like we just said a million times, we're not knocking you.
There's no anti-Dylan Brown. I think
No.
good shit.
I
That's
just
like
think-
someone paying me overs for something. Silly cunt. I'll sign the fuck out of that. You know?
Well, yeah. Right, let's move on. Broncos. Very dominating. Well, no one's going to fucking be getting the shirts off. There's no lids off yet because it was the Roosters with Chad Townsend at halfback and no forward pack.
Yeah.
And Payne Haas just absolutely fucking
Now
dominating.
you deserve a good pat on the back because, like, you spoke about this last week. I saw a clip of Willie Mason pumping up. Someone's finally figured Payne Haas out. Thank God. So,
how to play him?
Yeah, how to play him. You literally spoke about that exact thing last week, and didn't we see it?
Oh, 50
Didn't we
minutes.
fucking see it?
Just explodes for 30 straight up. And then
seems so simple.
Went off and had a rest.
It's almost like the way that a front rower who's explosive and powerful has always been played.
Yeah.
Not even at
But-
NRL, at just anything.
But it was the way that he played it too. Haas normally takes the first cunt.
Yeah.
Carrigan took the first cunt and Haas got it wider. and just fucking pushed them off, offloaded, did all that shit.
Because they can't be so jammed in.
He didn't just get it up the middle all the time. He got it out a bit wider because Carrigan did the hard one straight up. It was unreal. I was like, this
smart,
is the
isn't
fucking best thing I've ever
Nah,
seen.
man, I love giving me mates shit who are Broncos supporters. And like you said, first game, Roosters, they're fucking whatever.
They're in trouble.
But, mate, I just reckon it was great
What we
thought was going to be good about Madge coming and what he was going to bring, discipline-wise, and what the team's got, they fucking did it.
Yeah. And the Roosters scored the first try, and it was like, that's not to panic.
Yeah. Everyone settled down.
Let's just relax.
Not worried at all.
No, I'm calm as. And then we just dominated them from there on. That Ben Hunt try was so good to watch, just hot potato footy in the wet. And he flick pass here, flick pass there, and then Hunt ends up on the wing and scores. And I'm just like, even the missus who was sitting there fucking painfully watching it just goes, that was pretty good.
Mate, if Reynolds and Hunt are injury-free, there is no fucking way that Ezra finds a spot back in that side.
Well, I'm glad we're saying it now because when fucking Red gets back, he'll just start on the Ezra suck train again.
Fucking surely not.
He will.
Because Pakes was...
He loves him.
Corey Pakes was fucking awesome early on.
Mate,
and then Billy Walters come on and did a really good job too.
Yeah.
I just mean working off the back of each other, and then you got those two steering the ship. You don't need your dummy halves to fucking have the best game ever every game when you've got those two generals.
It was good. It was so good to watch. It was very exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Like there's all the hype over the off season of the Broncos have got this fucking unbelievable forward pack. They got Walsh, they got Reynolds, they got Benny Hunt there now.
Yeah.
Cobbo, surely he's getting into that mid-20s. He's going to be ready to just fucking have one of those GI seasons, is he?
Who knows?
Well, that's what they've been saying about him since the start.
Yeah.
And everyone was just fucking so solid, and I'm just going, wow, this is awesome. And it was wet.
Yeah.
It was fucking wet, and we put 50 on
Man,
it.
I think it was great. And saying that with Ezra too, like he's still a great player to have there on the fringe ready to go. But I just mean, in what world could you be like, Ezra's back, Hunty, go to 9.
Yeah.
What?
But we're thinking about paying him $1 million.
Who?
Ezra. Didn't he just sign that fucking...
But you got to remember too, how long have these two got left in them? And what other options you got? So you probably got to go, we got to invest money at something.
Well, Ezra's got to realise that even if he's the one who fucked up big time.
Yeah.
If he, after 10 rounds, comes back and fucking those two are killing it, he's got to go and be mature go, you know what?
Yeah. I got on the marching powder and I have to wait.
I've got to wait now because I'm going to put the team first.
Yep.
I'm not going to be selfish and I'm going to, I've got this fucking U-Butte contract.
Yeah.
So I'm going to repay the club and just
play
go.
the Reggies.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Win the bloody Q Cup with fucking Mackay or something.
And get on it.
And get an Uber.
And charge me phone. But no, mate, I was looking forward to that game to see the hype and how things went. Actually, how'd the girls go? Beck got 6 out of 8.
Oh, I got 3.
Yeah, right. When you got 3?
I had so
Friday was no good for
me. Friday was no good.
Yeah, I got
Saturday no good. I got fucking, hang on. Where do we go?
It was just the 2 Friday games for me.
Yeah.
See, Dolphins, right?
And I knew that.
The Dolphins won. Now, I want to have a quick chat about the Dolphins one because should this game have an asterisk next to it? Because Dolphins players, a few of them either had to miss the game to stay with their families or the ones that had to go would have been thinking about their fucking home flooding. So you understand why they made the game happen, but I can't really judge that moving into this week on how they actually are going to go as a team.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying because in the other code, they just canned the games and said, we'll sort it out.
Yeah.
And there is going to be one... Like, they're already talking about how it's going to fuck things up that they haven't played that game now, the Gold Coast one.
Yeah, right.
The Geelong-Brisbane sorted, playing in round 3. They've done the smart thing.
Yep.
Both teams got a bye. They're going to play in round 3. But this Gold Coast Essendon one, they're talking about playing it after the last round. And I'm just like, that
fuck that
doesn't work because you got the top 8. And
CEOs just have a rock-off.
Yeah. So there is a bit of... So I can see why they had to play it.
Yeah.
But
me too. I just mean it's hard. Like when we're talking about at the end of the show, when we're putting our tips in for this week, the rest of the teams, I've got a bit of a calculated guide on. Dolphins for me, I'm not using that as an accurate thing because I'm going, well, fucking, even the players that were there, their minds wouldn't have been fully there.
No, I still think Souths are going to be terrible.
Me too, 100%.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no, I agree with you there. I think bit of an asterisk. Would have been nice to see the Dolphins get a crack at Suncorp, full team, nothing else on their mind. But hey, you can't help the weather.
Yep.
And then look, I just feel so bad for the Drags fans, eh? Remember at the end of last year, they're teetering on the 8. They're in the 8. They got a few home games where they had sellouts both times, man. I think one of them might have even been against the Dogs.
Yeah,
and they were in around that, 6 and 7 as well. And I remember they lost both. They were these big games at home, sellouts, either at Wynn or at Nostrada Jubilee, and they lost them both. And I'm going, these poor cunts, they've missed out on the 8. The fans have turned out, couldn't get it done at home. And then straight away again, it was just shit. It was like, it wasn't a nothing game, but it was just like one of those games where you go, the Dogs are just going to win this. And it looks closer than what it actually was. And
after the weekend's gone down, I can't really remember the game that much.
No, because not a lot happened.
Shit.
I remember that it was fucking hostile in the first half. Because after Stephen Crichton went in accidentally, by the way.
That's right.
He accidentally went in to try and stop a try, but fucking got old mate flush on the jaw with his knee. It was a penalty try. Had to be a penalty try in the end. The crowd were right into it. Fuck, they were up and about. It was constant boos. I was watching it with a Bulldogs fan, actually, and I was like, man, this ain't good because they're just going to keep getting piggybacks now because of the constant booing, calling them offside, and it did happen for a bit, but then there was lots of square-up penalties as well. So, yeah, look, good for the Dogs. They got it done.
2 points.
And, yeah, shame for the Drags fans because they keep turning up at Cogra and at fucking Wollongong and getting let down.
Look,
the Mad Dragon wasn't there.
Wasn't he?
Nah, he was stuck in Brizzy.
Oh, that's what happened.
But he still did his thing.
Oh, that's good. See, do you see a winning team with Flanagan, Ilias and Cook? I don't.
No. And
Gutho.
And man who can't move sideways.
Gutho at the back. They're all NRL players, but together they need to be in a spine with some guns.
Yeah.
And they'll do their job. But you can't have 4 blokes. Well, Cookie used to be an absolute weapon. Yeah. I don't want to take that away from him. He was he was probably one of the best 9s in the comp at one stage.
Just so fast.
Yeah. But as he's getting a bit older and the game's changing a bit, I don't think he is that top echelon now. He's probably one rung down, which is fine. But you can't have all of those blokes together and expect them to fucking be a gun team.
No.
No. So I just don't know where they go or how they get out of the funk that they're in.
Flanagan's no good, but he could do a job if he had Hunt there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Each one of those 4 would do a job in a team with some guns in the spine.
Yep.
But they're all together.
Yeah. I'm hoping Ilias fucking somehow, starts going well, but he's probably had his chance, hasn't he?
Well,
he had a pretty good side.
Rabbits.
He had a pretty good side there. But he was always fucking, you had the fullback in and out of the side all the time at the Rabbits.
Mate, I suppose we will see, won't we? But I just struggle to see.
I want to see him do well. That's the thing.
Yeah. I hate seeing teams do shit except for New South Wales.
Bloke made the news in the crowd, Dragons fan, threw a hot meat pie straight at a Doggies fan.
Get that up, he reckons.
Yeah. Threw the meaty and the coppers had to come and say, mate, what the fuck do you do that for?
The old dog's eye.
Yeah.
What about, can I just say, Seagulls? They're up and about.
Good,
I think that we talk about the suburban grounds.
It was
There's
rocking,
just the hill. They're right behind it. Cunts are loving their rugby league. Saturday half night on the fucking hill. The piss is flowing.
sorry to just talk about me.
Yeah.
But did I tell you that we bought our tickets for that weekend? We bought our footy tickets for 2 of the games.
Yeah.
We bought tickets on the hill at Nostrada Jubilee,
Beautiful.
and we bought tickets on the hill at Brookie.
Fucking oath, man. That's awesome.
And the Bronx are playing.
Yeah, that's great.
Against Man.
Because, man, I was like,
fucking good.
Just watching on the TV, you could see the atmosphere. You could tell you'd want to be in that crowd.
You could hear it.
You probably wouldn't remember fuck all of the game, except for when you see a try and you go, "Hey!" But that is what blokes and chicks like about fucking suburban rugby league grounds, when you can get stuck right into your footy work.
There's just no way that you get that. Like, how many did they get there? Let me check. It wouldn't have been...
You don't ever get that at an Accor.
Nah.
Ever.
You wouldn't have got more than 20
You're
there,
never
surely.
having the same amount of fun, man.
Let me see. Surely it'll tell me the attendance.
But
17,000 men.
Yeah.
And it would have felt like 50.
Yeah, awesome.
Just
fucking awesome.
Use 'em more.
Like Redcliffe should start doing more games at fucking Redcliffe.
Well, you mean the?
Yeah, the should start playing more games at Redcliffe Oval that they should have included into their name, the spastics. But yeah, like that sort of shit, because even watching through the TV, you like it more.
Yeah,
you're like,
because you can hear it. And you feel like you're part of the atmosphere. I love it.
So they were impressive though,
There's
man.
one thing, like, it was 18-0, 16-0 after 10 minutes. Like, you cannot dream of a better start. The only thing that could have got that joint fucking rocking, so Ola Kawatu scores, Saab scores, and then the wrong Travojevic scored just to really lift the fucking roof off the joint. If Tommy Turbo had scored that third one instead of Ben, can't.
Well, I had a little multi. I had Ola Kawatu, Cherry Evans, Manly 13 plus, and Turbo. How's Turbo not scoring that game, cunt? I'm on. Last 30 minutes, I'm like, fucking someone stop me. I'm a steamroller.
It was 42-0 after 55
I'm going,
minutes.
Excuse me, where's Turbo? But yeah, like as a Manly fan, you would have been stoked. Like we said about the Bronx, they are playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dins with a new young halves partner. Can you see that?
He was all right. He was all right too.
All right, but I mean... We'll see next week.
Yeah,
we'll see who they're playing. But I mean, super impressive.
Tough initiation for Thomas Duffy. Holy.
Fucking very tough.
Jesus.
There's nothing neutral about that venue.
Nah.
That is hostile as fuck.
It's 42-0, mate, after 55. Do something. Yeah, no, it was a good start
and then
to the season. Speaking of looking good.
Wow.
Speaking of looking good, 46-6 at halftime. And 56-6 after just under 60 minutes. It was almost a point a minute for 3/4 of the game. Premiership favourites by a street. But they did steamroll the Eels, who were very ordinary, obviously, to be honest.
If you were going to take any positive out of it for Riles, and I know there isn't one because it's 56-18, but the second half. If you look at the points in the second half, at least you can say they held them out, scored just as much or about. What was the... Anyway.
But it was 10. So the Storm only scored the 2 tries in the second half.
Yep.
And I think the Eels scored a couple as well.
But so, like, there's probably a little positive there, but mentally the Storm are like, we've just fucking chained them.
I don't think there is, just because it was 56-6 after 60.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. One positive is that Jason Riles used to coach at the Storm, so he could say, I fucking used to coach them.
Yeah.
Assistant coach. That was all pre-COVID, so that one would have hurt him a bit more as well.
Lomax, get back on your wing, brother.
Mate, he was average.
Get on your wing, man, and be a great winger.
He was fucking, I don't know. Obviously, he wasn't the problem.
No, but
he was involved in a couple of
Just get back on your wing, man.
Yeah.
And be the best winger in the comp.
Fuck, he can kick a goal.
Yeah.
Fuck, it looks
Mate,
good.
he's a big athletic gun on the wing.
Get him out there.
Get him on the wing.
Yeah. Munster looked good. I was pumped about that for Queensland.
Hear what
obviously.
Bellyache was sort of saying about his fitness levels and shit? I've got this second hand, and it's Chinese whispers by now, obviously, with the Mook media. But I'm pretty sure he was getting to the fact that his missus was like, you won't get fit again, sort of thing. And he's like, fucking watch me. And
True.
he's pretty much fucking lifted off the ground and got fit as fuck just to be like, I told you. I show ya.
So how much is Bellamy paying the missus?
Don't know.
But 23 in a row for the Storm in round 1 too. Bellamy's never lost in round 1. So It's a weird stat, but it's a stat nonetheless.
Nah, look really good though. Hey, it's hard to fucking fault that team, fault that club.
All you can do is fucking beat what's in front of you, and that's Manly, the Broncos, and Storm have to take out of it. Go, yes, it's round one.
Yeah.
Yes, we played those three sides who may not feature in the finals, but we can only hump what's in front of us.
Now, I know this isn't the punch show, but what I figured out that I'll be looking at this year, which will just go to absolute shit, but I think I'll be looking for pizzlings, right? And then that's where you get your value through try scorers. Because if it's going to be a fucking humping like that, if you put three try scorers in... Because a lot of wingers and centres and second rowers score.
No, but how do you know it's going to be a pizzling?
Because fucking Storm versus Eels.
Yeah, but we had Penrith v the Tigers last year.
Yeah, I know.
And we fucking lost.
I know. But like Seagulls, Cowboys, everyone sort of thought that was going to be a pizzling. Storm versus Eels. I know the game's weird, but I mean, that's me plan.
Yeah, I love it. You have. You're right. You've figured it out.
I've cracked it. It took me ages, but I'm on.
You've figured it. You've figured out punting.
I've figured out.
You
punting.
actually have recently,
Right
which
now.
is fucking absolutely airborne, is T Dahl.
Mm.
Is that enough? League? We'll do our
mate,
tips and games
league.
later.
Yep.
Let's get into the AFL because, well,
Let's do it.
What a game of footy to start the season. We didn't have Geelong play Brisbane, obviously, with fucking Cyclone Alfred, the low pressure system that crossed the coast. Look, sorry to anyone who lost power and may have, something's happened to their home, but fuck me, I could not deal with that media on the Saturday.
I just couldn't do. I don't really watch it at all.
But I was. Yeah.
But what the thing is there's nothing like that when there's a fucking cyclone in cyclone territory up north. But as soon as it's in Brisbane, it's like it's the first time this has happened.
I could not stop laughing on Saturday morning. I was having some smoko, and it was Channel 9, I believe. She was at the Mermaid Beach Surf Lifesaving Club on the Goldie, and a tree had fallen over and missed the surf club. Wasn't anywhere near the road. And I tell you what, we all agreed she was a fucking good reporter because we were laughing of how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
But we were all watching.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
this tree has fallen over.
She's like, it's just too dangerous to go near. And there's fucking guns out running. Straight past it.
Jumping over it.
And then instead of, I'm like, oh, she'll have to ignore him because she's just been going on about how dangerous it is. Pulls two chicks up for a chat.
Hey,
who
girl.
are running. Oh, how he's going? Yeah, we just wanted to get out of the house after everything's over. And she's just there. It's not windy at all. She's carrying on about this tree. She goes, there's been a constant stream of traffic down this street all morning, so that it's lucky the tree didn't hit anyone. Not one car. Fuck, I was laughing. But anyway, apologies to anyone.
There is, I think the biggest thing is fucking for people to get through is the no power. There's a lot of houses that can be like up to 10 days, man. Yeah. And that's a long time to live without power when we've accustomed our lives to
100%.
it. So, and what we were sort of talking about too is that up north, a lot of people have these jennies because this is what they have to deal with.
Yeah.
Where down there, they're like, we never have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. But yeah, fucking hopefully everyone's going all right.
Yes. So back to the first game of footy. What a cracker. Hawthorn went to Sydney and it was just everything you could ask for even as a neutral fan.
As a poo and wheeze.
As a Hawthorn fan, obviously, it was awesome. But even as a neutral, the game itself was, there is no way that those two teams can do that 23 times this season.
Yeah, right.
It was
so it was a cracker.
The intensity.
Awesome. Might have to go watch a KO.
And I know it was round one and the boys were going to be a bit tired anyway after a big pre-season. But they were fucked at the end. Like, watching Tom Barrass try and run down one of the Swans players at the end, it was like he was moving in slow motion, the big cunt.
Really?
Yeah, but him and Josh Battle, two players that we picked up in the off-season, got Tom Barrass in the trade period, and then Josh Battle picked up, I think he was a free agent or something, and it's just two defenders, absolutely perfect, because now our captain can go forward when he needs to and do exactly what he did. Sort of turn the game a bit when it wasn't going our way. We got out to a good lead in the second quarter, probably 4 or 5 goals. And I said to Wendy, had the laptop on me just watching because I didn't want to make her watch another game of footy 2 nights in a row. I said, I'm going to change my tune this year, Duh. I said, I'm not going to get as emotional, like highs or lows, when I'm watching the footy. I said, because normally if we're kicking goals, I'm off the couch, fucking just the intensity meters through the roof, even when we're winning.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when we're losing, obviously. And I said, I'm just going to take it a bit easier. So every time we kick a goal, I just went, skin. Give us a high five. And then Sydney come out steaming in the third quarter. And
you're just thinking, here we go.
The crowd was behind them. And it was like we didn't touch the ball for 15 minutes.
It's a very momentum game, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Like, as in, for some reason in AFL, when there's a roll on.
When you get the run on, I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either, because it stops. Like, it has to go back to the middle. But it's like they
had that much run off half back. They were just screaming through the middle of the ground and kicked like 4 in a row. It's back to a couple of points. Well, the new system didn't last long for the year. Yeah, because I had the laptop up in the kitchen. I was standing up watching it.
What was the score in the end?
We won by 20 points.
Oh, nice.
It was 96-76. So that was the most pleasing part. Awesome. It got back to a couple of points.
Yeah.
And the rain, or honestly, it sounds like it's a game of cricket, but I think the rain saved us.
Yeah,
because they were that dominant.
Pulled them up a bit.
And then once the wet, no one could fucking hold on to the footy, and it just evened it all out again. Right. And then we kicked a few more.
Because, that'd be a fucking hard thing to stop as momentum.
Oh, yeah, and they were all over us. And because it was up there, like, crowd was right behind Sydney. But no, it was very, very pleasing. And there would have been some.
Well, what did you say before?
Boys.
You got Hawks have got some hard games, like 4 or something. You said so to even get one out of the 4-1.
Well, this weekend is just a big rivalry game. Yeah, so you know that it's going to be fucking
fair
intense
bit on the line.
At the G. First game at the G, like there'll be 80, 90,000 there. So massive game, and then we've got a couple another. I think 2 more. We've got to play GWS at some point in the first couple of rounds. So. Yeah, it was very, very pleasing.
Yep.
Love what Sam Mitchell's doing.
Yeah,
we never give up the lead. That was the biggest key.
Yeah.
Because even if you give up the lead and it's only fucking 3 points, it's still like in your head you've given the lead up.
That's right.
Fuck, we were just up by 24. And
now they're winning.
Yeah, but we never give it up the lead.
Yep.
And rain saved us.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
Good composure.
Well, shout out to Rain.
Yeah. And then the Pies, mate. No good.
Oh.
God, they looked shit.
What's the go there?
GWS were good, and this Finn Callaghan, he's been all over the news, had an absolute blinder.
Dolphin.
Finn. Yeah, nice.
Shark.
He inked a new deal with GWS over the summer.
Yeah.
And good on him, for one, because he stayed at the club in Greater Western Sydney when he'd probably would love to play for a big Melbourne club. Not only that, would he probably like to. Reports are that St Kilda offered him $17 million over 10 seasons, 1.7 a season, and he said, no, I want to stay at GWS because I see the value in becoming one of the first premiership players for a new club.
Yeah, right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
they haven't won a flag yet.
Yeah, so
he wants
can be
to
a big factor.
He wants to be part of the group that won their first one.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
And I was like, that's fucking.
And they got the potential to do it. You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
They're in the window.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's cool. Good on the cunt. Not a lot of the times nowadays in any sport that doesn't happen as much.
Yeah,
like there's not that much loyalty, right? Like
especially to a small club.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
100%. And you don't blame them either.
No.
The money that's going around. But it's cool to see people with that mentality still.
Do you knock him back 17?
Oh, fuck no.
If he does his knee, he's still on 1.7.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck, it was huge of him. And then had an absolute blinder.
Yeah, that's awesome.
35 touches, couple of goals.
Good on him.
It was a great start for him. And I reckon St Kilda fans are probably going, well, we didn't offer him enough after that first game. But the big story was Collingwood and Nick Dacos. Now, he is worshipped by the AFL, as in the media, and the AFL as a business, and obviously Collingwood fans. But most fans from other clubs think that it's a bit over the top how much
he gets sucked off.
Yeah, and Jace will tell you all about it. He looked for all money 3 minutes into the third quarter. So he's only played one half of footy. 3 minutes into the third quarter, it looks like he's done the string.
Oh.
It's like Dacos has done the string. This could not be a worse start for Collingwood. They're getting beaten. Dacos does the string. They stop the game, and it was a cramp.
Oh.
And everyone's going as if they've just stopped the game for Dacos for a cramp, but they didn't know at the time. And then that's not my issue at all. The issue is you've just played one half of footy after what's supposed to be a big preseason for the AFL boys, and you're cramping. Like, you haven't put the work in, mate.
Yeah, I don't know how cramps work. Like, how do they? Is it?
It was hot, and they reckon the ground was a fucking good 3. So, like, it would have taken it out of them a bit. But one half, and I just reckon, have they not had a big enough preseason? Because if they haven't put the work in there, they're fucked.
Yeah.
You cannot catch that up.
Nah, fuck
You cannot catch that up throughout the season.
Surely they would have had a fucking big preseason. Surely.
I don't know. I'm fucking getting on the train of
Nah, they just fucked
Even
around.
though I said they're going to go off this year and be good. That's not what you wanted to see, though.
No.
He was proper gone, could not move, and you knew because he kept trying.
Yeah,
like, he'd never go. He had the pickle juice and he had all the shit, and he just couldn't. Every time he'd go to run, he'd start limping and try and stretch it out, and it's like, you just got to get him off.
Yeah, get off.
There's no way that you can come back from that. So,
fuck.
I don't know, man. We'll obviously see next week, but they looked lackluster and they didn't look good. Like, all of them almost looked a bit lethargic, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, like, was it just a hot day? Was it just an off day? Or have you not put the fucking work in?
It's not magpie season, apparently.
No, it is in October, September, which is when you want to be firing.
Yep.
Anyway, it was. They just weren't good at all the effort-based stuff, which is
the important shit at the start of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're going to lose, you don't want it to be on effort.
No.
And it looked a bit like that. So
yeah, righto.
A bit of drama too on the sideline. Both the head coaches got warned. They didn't, no fines or anything, but they got warned. So they were both coaching from the bench. I love that. I reckon it's fucking rather than up in the box, you're down
fucking
there
oath.
with the boys.
Oh, Sticky loves a bit of that.
Yeah. So Craig McRae, he coaches the Magpies. He tried to give Toby Bedford a bit of a bath for giving away a free kick. Just sort of yelling. No one knows what was said.
Nah.
Yelling at him. And then Adam Kingsley is a big fucking man. Like, definitely hits the gym.
Yeah, right.
Could play fucking union.
Yeah, right.
Like,
big cunt.
Big cunt. Tall cunt. Craig McRae's tallish, but he's AFL build, a bit skinnier. Kingsley just fucking went, enough of that. Like, basically saying, you're better than that. Come on. And Craig McRae sat down.
True.
Yeah, like, it was all
just got bitched.
like, it looked like
Was this the opposite coach said sit down?
Yeah. No, he didn't say sit down. He just went, come on, mate, you're better than that, and, like, pointed. And then it was just the timing of it. He sat down. Like, he didn't sit down because of that, but it just was funny, I reckon. And I reckon that's huge for that player, Toby Bedford, and for GWS to know, hey, this fucking head coach here's got our backs. If an opposition coach comes at us, he's going to fucking stand behind us and go, you know what? I'll cop the fine. I'm going to fucking go in the battle for you.
That's good.
Yeah, nothing come of it, which was good. And I just think, I love a bit of that shit.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Bit of banter.
Bit of passion too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're fucking passionate. They're fucking professional.
It's a sport.
Yeah,
like,
they're getting paid to win.
Fuck me. Try being a supporter.
Yeah, that's right. Imagine if we all got fined, I'd be broke. Be a homeless cunt. Without a home.
Yeah, I wonder how they went in Brizzy on the weekend.
They would have had a bath.
Yeah. They would have, yes. Hopefully they're all okay. Yeah. Especially that bloke under the bridge from me bus.
At least it would have cleaned it out for him. Right.
Okay. We're going to do tips and stuff at the end. So we're going to get into a bit of other sporting
Bit of biffing, I reckon. Bit of UFC 313. Great card. King Green got demoted to Queen. Ruffy dead set. This sort of knockout. Cool, This sort of knockout is why I love watching the sport.
It was like a fucking PlayStation.
It was.
Knockout.
It was fucking awesome. A spinning back kick and just dead set knocked him the fuck out. Awesome.
What are you just
That is the most rugby league knockout that every cunt loves.
You're just setting yourself up to get backlash if you change your name to King, aren't you?
Legally
change your first name to King.
I believe so. I think that's got a bit to do with it.
You're setting yourself up for fucking a media backlash if you don't get it right.
That's right. Yeah, so Ruffy, mate, and that's, I reckon, what you got to do to be a pay-per-view star or earn the big bucks in the sport is do shit like that.
Yeah.
Instead of sniffing.
Yeah.
But awesome way to kick off the main event.
Was that the first fight of the main card?
Main card.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
It's like you pay for it and you go, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's fucking great stuff. Next one, Amanda Lemos and Lucindo, just, decision, bit
Unanimous.
of sniffing, just boring. Yep. Jalen Turner and Bahamotas, I think. That's how you say his name. Bahamotas, very impressive. He got Turner in a fucking, I forgot what the choke's called, but on the ground he got his legs into I don't even know.
Triangle.
But submitted him. Triangle, yeah.
There you go.
Got a triangle sorted and tapped him out. And it was one of those things where it happened so quick. Turner was on top of him sort of thing and then went bang. All of a sudden he's tapping out and he's won. So that was pretty impressive to watch. Then Gaethje versus Fiziev. What a blue. What a fucking stink. That's why cunts like watching Justin Gaethje and Fiziev as well, man. It was just a great fight.
Yeah.
I believe, watching it, you could tell, I reckon, that Fiziev didn't have a full camp to prepare. He did look like he was gassing out.
Blew out at the end.
I just think due to fucking having a lot less time to probably get his cardio up for it.
Yep.
He obviously always looks fit and always brings a fight. I know Gaethje said to him at the end, he goes, "Can we please not fight again unless it's the belt?" Because they give each other a dead set flogging.
Yeah, right.
Gaethje dropped him in round 2 with a ripper uppercut. He loves throwing that thing.
Yeah,
I love watching it. But great stuff. Awesome stink. I don't know what happens with Gaethje now, man. I honestly think he has to be on his game and Islam has to be having a very off night for Gaethje to beat him. But obviously his goal is to win the belt.
Was that for anything? Or that was just a scrap?
I think that was just... they're top contenders, those two.
Yeah,
well, Fiziev was a bit down, obviously, coming in. So Gaethje's right there.
Yeah.
But just as far as things go, that they'll make Ilya fight Islam, I think, before Gaethje. It's not... Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Gaethje. Fucking awesome, as per usual. And then, fuck me, what a letdown the main event was.
Yeah, I know. I'll text you after.
Mate, it was so weird because I'm like, Pereira, he was landing these leg kicks round 1 and 2, and I'm thinking it's a 5-round fight.
I saw that cunt's legs.
5-round fight, and I'm going, yep, obviously the game plan is to attack that leg. So it's, he can't put the weight on it and stuff like that and then start attacking. But not once was Pereira walking on the front foot where he does his best work. He was always on the back foot. It's like he just didn't want to engage in punches. As in the 5th round. So I had it 2 apiece going into the 5th round. I thought anyway.
Yeah.
3rd round could have went to Ankalaev though. It was fucking close. So I'm thinking surely they would have went knock the cunt out, chummer, in the 5th round. He threw this head kick, which was half blocked, but still sort of smacked him and pushed him back. All of a sudden, Pereira's pushing up against the cage, and I'm thinking, here it is. Didn't even throw a punch and then starts going back. And I'm like, is something wrong with him? Or obviously people can have an off night too. You can't be perfect forever. But it just seems so unlike Pereira, the way he fought. And I'm going, what the fuck's going on?
Fight fixing.
I don't know. I don't know. Although I think they got the call right though. After the fight, I went, Pereira doesn't deserve to win that. I know Ankalaev pushed him up against the cage and held him there and didn't really do that much. But in saying that, it's not like Pereira was doing that back to him either.
Yeah.
So I think Ankalaev deserved to win it because Pereira didn't really Yeah, it was just so weird to watch this fucking animal that just stiffens cunts for a living, just seeming like he didn't want to engage with this dude and leg kick him and be on the back foot all the time. What the fuck? Pereira on the back foot. It's something that you never see.
It's the lack of mo.
Yeah. I'm going to... Oh, yeah.
He was terrified of the lack of mo.
They haunt me. These cunts haunt me. Do you know what he did to celebrate? Went for dinner and starved himself the next day because he's in Ramadan. Woo!
Oh,
Fuck yeah, man. That's sick. That's awesome. Fucking,
yeah, fuck that.
How exciting.
So how did he get through his camp if he's in that, or he started it after?
No, I don't know, man. Like, because people are going, oh, he's in Ramadan. That's your decision, cunt. Who gives a fuck? But
yeah, you don't
but
do that
he must.
job.
Surely he didn't fast through the day whilst in a camp.
Surely not.
He might have. But yeah, that's what they were asking him after. It's like, how are you going to celebrate, mate? Like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, we go for dinner and then we fast tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. That'll be mint.
Fuck yeah. All just to die at the end. That's awesome. But anyway, we'll see. So now we got Muhammad. We got Islam. I like Islam.
Yeah,
Islam's got that cheekiness about him. He engages in shit.
Bit of character about the bloke.
Yeah, bit of fucking character.
He's
he mightn't have a mo,
too.
but yeah, he fucking would be. But anyway, I reckon they have to make a rematch, Pereira versus Ankalaev. I think if you're as dominant as Alex Pereira is, you deserve a rematch.
Yeah. And
So-
he'll probably just stiffen him next time. So
Well, I just can't help but think that surely he either had an off night or there was something going on, because why the fuck else wouldn't he be engaging?
Well, the first thing I said to you was did he sniff?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, decision to old mate, he sniffed.
Because he tried to make he tried to do, I think, 12 takedowns and he stopped all of them.
True
Yeah,
shit.
Pereira didn't get taken down.
So he did try.
He tried a fair bit and had him pushed up against the cage. But it was more when he wasn't trying to take him down when Pereira wasn't himself.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's not like the whole round from start to finish for 5 rounds. Like, there was to and fro, and Ankalaev was the one pushing forward and the one engaging more. And he had fucking Pereira in trouble. I think at the end of round 2, was it, Quinn? Yeah. He fucking landed a deadly left hook, man, and Pereira went up against the cage, and I'm like, oh, here we go. That'll wake him up.
Yeah. Nah.
So anyway, shit happens, though. That's why the sport's fucking great. You never really know what's going to happen, and we'll see what happens next.
Big fight tonight.
Yes, mate. In the boxing, just quickly, Volk versus Lopez card is looking great. The press conference is a good watch.
I haven't got that song out of me.
Yeah, tonight will be the night. Yeah. So good, though. And what I like about that is there's a good bit of lip and humour between Volkanovski and Lopez. Like, respectful banter, but you can tell they're still fucking both so keen.
Yeah.
And then you got Chandler and Pimlet. There's some good energy there too.
Yeah.
As well as Rodriguez with Patricio Pitbull coming in from
Mr. 305.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. So he's coming in from, I think it's Bellator. He's a champion over there. So the last 3 fights of that, man, fucking great. So looking forward to that. Some good fight cards in between, which we'll get to. But like you said, mate, the first no limit card of the year is tonight.
Good one too.
It is a fucking good one, man. We got Thurman versus Jarvis. Very keen for this fight. But a few fights that I'm keen to watch. So we got Mateo Tapia fighting against Sergey Vorobev. I'd say he's Russian.
I'd reckon he would be.
Fucking, or a long line of them, something like that. But I like fucking Tapia, man. He was in a real tough fight last time. Yeah, looks like Drago.
He's fought over here before, I'm pretty sure.
He might have. But yeah, so Tapia's, I'm keen to watch him fight, see how he goes. Michael Zarafa.
Yeah.
Versus Basir A. Literally A-Y, hey? Hey? Basir A. So, keen to see how Zarafa goes. Obviously, he's trying to do his best to get in and fight Tim.
We all know what'll happen after.
Yeah, exactly. But still keen to see, man. He's got to put it on the line and have a good crack. So, keen to see how that goes. And then, obviously, Keith Thurman versus Brock Jarvis.
Yep.
Look, I personally think the experience of Thurman gets it done.
You'd think so, eh? Like he wasn't just your old average.
He's a 2-time world champion.
Exactly.
Lost to Manny Pacquiao by split decision, and a lot of people think he won.
That was a long time ago.
Long time. That's the thing. As you go, how good is he still? But Yeah, I just feel like...
I just think it's quite a big name to come over and fight on a Wednesday night in Australia.
And I feel like he may be in Brock's head.
Okay.
Like, I just feel like Brock... he's fought, obviously, Liam Paro before, and Paro knocked him out. And then this is his first sort of step back into it, the bright lights and stuff. Obviously, Thurman is a great talker, although he has a speech impediment, which I...
Really?
Like, yeah, like he's got a lisp. And I go, I
love them.
No, look, and people can't control it, but they go, oh, geez, he's a great talker. I'm like, is he? Can't say yes.
Oh, no.
But he is a fucking promoter of a fight, man. Like, you can't help but get sucked in, and that it just flows out of him. And fluent. Lips off. He's an entertainer.
You can tell that none of it's scripted with him.
No.
Like, it's all just flow because he's got that banter.
And you can't help but go, they're the dudes you put on your card because they just turn the camera on and they go, meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
So I think Brock's just sort of getting used to that, and he's obviously trying to do his bit to sell the fight too.
Yeah.
But in the press conference, you could tell he was nervous, I think. Like, I was watching last night and there was a few bits where I go, that's the fucking hard thing. These blokes have got to be the best fighter they can, but all of a sudden now...
They got a yarn.
They got to be out of yarn too. Oh. So he's obviously doing his best there. But look, Leonard, let me just say too, I am rooting for Jarvis.
Yeah,
go the fucking Aussie.
Yeah,
you know, I hope he knocks him out. Yeah. I just feel like from looking at what's happening in the build up and the experience and that, I feel like Thurman might be in his head and he might be a bit too slick or whatever. But let's see.
Yeah,
like you said, it's the young bull with lack of experience. But then you get Thurman, who was an absolute gun. But how long has he been out and how will that affect him?
Yeah, it's a hard one to weigh up, eh? You've had that many fights. You would just know where to be, what not to do,
and be so relaxed.
Yeah.
He'd be so relaxed.
No, it wouldn't get gassed and shit.
Well, I think he's been giving Brock shit for being stiff and uptight. And Brock's like,
which
I'm going to punch a hole through your head. Fuck, well,
at the start.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
but I'm keen to see it though. There's literally two sides and they couldn't be more different.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool to see. But after all that, go fucking Brock.
Yeah, for sure.
And I hope I've put the mocker on Thurman.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
You definitely have.
Yeah. Because we all know how many tips go on the biffin.
Yeah.
Jaya Pataya fight news coming soon as well.
Yeah.
I've seen that on the socials. Haven't seen who it is.
I think that
something in the works.
What's her face? Sky Nicholson just got into the country.
Yep.
For her fight.
Yeah.
She's on the
Kambosos
card. So yeah, that can't be far away either.
No, that'll be pretty close.
So that'll be a good one.
On the boxing front, the new boxing league that's happening. Dana and old Turkey Al Sheikh starting up a boxing league. I am personally all about it. Pretty much, they're coming together to form a fucking thing that's run like the UFC is.
Yeah, right.
Where it's not so much breaks between fights. The best will fight the best. It's just you sit back and go, personally, I'm all about it. I'm keen to hear from boxing purists to see if they're keen for something like that, because for a person who's new to the sport, it is so hard to understand how it all works with the multiple belts and this and that. And
just with the different organisations.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where I think this is going to be, they're going to try and funnel it all into the same way the UFC gets run. Turkey's getting Dana to run it. So, man, I think good competition like that's healthy. It makes everyone do a good job. So I'm keen to see how boxing takes it.
Yeah.
And like with the promoters like Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya and these sort of lads, how they're going to go. There'll be a bit of drama, I reckon, and a bit of shitting on other people.
Yeah.
But, mate.
Speaking of blokes who can yarn, Eddie Hearn is a fucking boxing promoter.
Oh, fucking oath he is, man. No, I respect Eddie Hearn. He's great. But I just think, personally, for someone who's only been into it for a bit, if I'm looking at the two sports, fucking UFC is the most simple fucking sport to watch what's going on to me and who's the best and who should fight who.
Yeah, and that's what people will like. Rugby league supporters will like.
Yeah.
First is fighting second.
Bit of rugby league boxing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an opinion either way, I suppose. I don't know why there has to be 4 or 5 organisations.
Yeah.
And which ones actually means more. Because it feels like that the IBF
And the Ring magazine
no one really
and shit.
cares about the IBF.
Yeah.
Whereas if you got the WBC, it's the one you want. Sort of thing, so.
I wouldn't know either to be able to comment on it. And look, it's not like I'm like, yeah, fuck all those other belts now. Dana's in town. I just mean, if they get the deadly fighters to fight for them, I'm fucking all about that system and paying for an event and watching the fights just go one after another. Like he was saying, he doesn't like how they have a fight and then have a fucking podcast for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the next fight's on. He goes, it'll be fight, then the next fight, then the fucking next fight.
Yeah,
just fighting.
Yeah,
and moving forward and just the promotion and so anyway, it's just a new thing coming into the sport and it's going to be something to keep an eye on. They might rustle some feathers.
See how it goes. It'll probably go down like Liv Golf did.
Well, he's done a pretty good job with the UFC, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought it'd be something to let us know what your thoughts are in the RLC, you boxing legends.
Yeah.
Let us know what your thoughts about it and how it will go.
Righto. 2 more sports and then we'll do our tips. We got the golf this weekend, Tom. We got the Players' Championship. Been watching heaps of golf, actually. It's been nice. This is the unofficial 5th major championship. There's only 4 majors, but they say this is the unofficial 5th one.
Yep.
Put on by the players. You got the famous 17th hole with the island green and piss all around it.
Love
Plenty
that.
of balls go in there.
Love that.
And they say it's one of the easiest shots in golf because you're hitting a 120-yard, 100-metre shot to a huge green, but it's mind games.
Yeah, because there's water.
There's water everywhere.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, fuck, and you look at it, and visually it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting...
If the water was green, you'd nail it.
Yeah. If these pros are hitting a 100-metre shot, 120-metre shot into any other green that's that big, they're hitting it fucking, I don't know, 95 times out of 100.
That's cool. I love that.
So, and it's the 17th hole too, so it has brought a few unstuck.
So, do they get over there via boat?
No. You go around the back and there's a path to get to the green.
Right, I was going to say, great idea until you got a putt.
Yeah, from the back of it, you walk in.
Yeah, cool.
Unless you dunk it in the piss, then you hit again either from the tee or there's a drop zone.
Oh, yeah.
So there's been plenty of players that have put a few in there.
Oh, imagine that.
And then the pressure just gets to you and you...
Give me a 10.
Next thing, you've got a little 50-metre shot from the drop zone, which is even harder to commit to.
That'd be a cunt. I could imagine you missing the first one and just fuck.
Well,
your club would be in the piss.
One of the if you ever got the opportunity to play there, like as us, you'd be thinking about the whole round is that shot.
High, yeah.
You're just going, please just hit.
And you just want to hit it, and then you just steam off.
I'll have 5 putts. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just let me hit it.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
What day is that on,
weekend?
mate?
There's 4 days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it'll start Friday morning our time. TPC Sawgrass there. So looking forward. I think there's 48 of the top 50 players in the world are going, so it'll be nice. And then you'll be all over this one. F1 this weekend in Melbourne. Australian Grand Prix. 2 Aussie drivers going around. Oscar Piastri driving from McLaren and Jack Doohan, son of the legendary motorcycle rider Mick Doohan. He'll debut for Alpine. Yeah, so Jack, we're going to refer to him as Watts all year.
Yeah, our big Wattsy.
What's doing. And yeah, absolute spectacle, the F1 weekends, and it's basically for the rich and famous mostly.
Well, except for me. I'll be going down. I won't be there for the race on Sunday though. We're going down Friday, and we're just going to go check out the pits and that Saturday and see what it's all about.
That is the typical rich and famous thing to do.
I don't have a choice. I'm just getting told what to do. Shout out to Red Bull.
That is even better.
Shout out to Red Bull. I just said you're flying in Friday. We'll get you in, fucking sniff you around.
Well, if you see Max crash Stappen,
I wouldn't know what he looks like.
We'll call him that.
Okay.
Just say,
have to show me some pictures.
Listen here, you can't just go crashing in every time.
Stop crashing, mate. But no, I am very, you often see me give it shit and all that stuff, but I'm very grateful, man, to be able to go check it out. And I'm fucking keen to see what all the fuss is about. I'm sure I'll have a great time.
Yeah. McLaren favourites for the Constructors' Championship again. For the first time in a few years, Crash Stappen won't be the favourite for the drivers, I don't think. It'll be Lando Norris. So looking forward to it. Verstappen's already trying to play mind games. I think he could be telling the truth, saying that he's they're going to be behind for the first part of the season.
Yep.
And then he'll probably come out and win. So
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's mind games. But in saying that, I'll give the F1 teams credit. When they say our car just doesn't have the pace, they're normally not bullshitting.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they say.
My car that I've been given's not as fast as the other ones.
No, that's
why
right.
I'm losing.
Generally, and they generally are onto it.
Yeah,
you know?
that
like
makes
they
sense.
can tell.
That makes sense to me.
They can tell, I'm a second faster per lap, and there's fucking 60 of these cunts, so I ain't going to win.
Yeah.
You'll have a good time.
Oh,
mate.
fuck yeah,
You
man.
will have
I'm
a good
so
time.
excited. I'm keen as.
I'm keen to hear your opinion on next week's show. That's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But, mate, live sport, any sport,
Yeah.
is so different to a TV. The noise and the feel that you'll get when they fucking
So
hammer
you're there
on.
for the qualifying?
I think so.
Yeah,
The Saturday.
nice.
Is that the Saturday?
Yep.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at the
You'll be
stuff
there
this
qualifying.
week more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be cruising around. I'm going to go around the track and check a few things out and fucking. But I'm sure I'm going to love it, man.
Oh, I reckon you're going to meet some flogs. Like rich flogs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get along great. I'll go down well.
I just reckon, my personal opinion anyway, is that it's a money sport.
Yeah. Well, see, I have no fucking idea about it.
Yeah, I
That's what I
know.
mean. I'm flying in blind, which is great because I have no expectations.
They're like, who's this cunt with who's he think he is with a cap on and a mullet?
Yeah.
Wearing
Oh.
pluggers.
Oh, fuck off, mate. Fuck off, mate.
Fuck off, mate, and your little pants up halfway up your
Yeah. Fuck off, mate. Yeah,
shin.
it
And your
should be good.
Gucci fucking loafers.
Yeah, I got a Gucci too, and it smells like sweat. Now get in there.
This happens at the end of every show.
Should be good. Hey, talking about the end of every show, we're talking about weird sport of the week. Or should we go CTC Captain of the Week first?
Yeah, who's that going to?
Captain of the Week, brought to you by CTC. Head to thecountrycompanies.com for one of the designs ready to rumble, countrytruckercaps.com to design your own. Fucking get around it. Who are we thinking?
Well, look, I'm happy to give it to fucking Payne Haas.
Yeah, well, I'm easy, man. Like, it was very impressive, his
I'll
performance.
tell you who
What-
should probably get it for just getting about $400,000 more than he should
Dylan Brown.
per season.
Brown, just milking the NRL.
Mate.
Yeah, let's give it to Dylan Brown for
He's
just
fucking-
being rich.
Yeah, just getting overs.
Let's be happy for a bloke who has just swindled a club into paying him way too much for 10 years. Well done, mate.
For getting more, 100 grand, which is no chump change.
No.
100 grand more than Nathan Cleary.
Yeah.
Just let that sink.
Yeah, and the fact that we're saying we don't want it to be seen as we're giving him shit for getting that. I think great job, Dylan, and you can have Captain of the Week.
There you go, Dylan.
There you go, Dylan.
There you
Not that you
fucking
needed
go.
anything else.
And if
'cause-
we still had another segment on here called Squeeze, we'd probably give it to whoever signed that deal on the Newcastle Knights board.
Yeah, and I hope I get egg all over our face and they only need those two that aren't structured to win a comp.
Yeah.
But clip that up.
Hopefully
If they do.
Hopefully we get egg.
Hopefully we get egg.
Hopefully. But can't see it happening.
Can't see it
And
happening.
I'm not on the fence. I'm firmly on this side saying he's getting too much.
Yeah, I
But
think.
good on you.
Yeah,
for getting it.
100%. So you're
have
captain.
the captain.
Well done, mate. Weird sport of the week. This week we're heading to underwater hockey.
Wow.
Once again, thanks to the Poms, because field hockey wasn't gay enough already. Can't see this drawing much of a live crowd.
No.
So we're going to head into Wikipedia.
Hang on. I'm going to need it. Yeah. You're going to have to explain
So
this one.
underwater hockey, also known as octopush, in the United Kingdom, is a globally played limited contact sport in which two teams compete to maneuver a puck around the bottom of a swimming pool into the opposite team's goal by propelling it with a hockey stick. Or
Are we
pusher.
talking, have you got a tank on?
No. A key challenge of the game is that players are not able to use breathing devices such as scuba gear whilst playing. They must hold their breath. The game was originated in Portsmouth, England in 1954 when Alan Blake, a founder of the newly formed South Sea Sub-Aqua Club, invented the game he called Octopush as a means of keeping the club's members interested and active over the cold winter months, with open water diving lost its appeal.
Wow.
Underwater hockey is now played worldwide. Is it? With the fucking can't even read that. Not even going to try. But I'm pretty sure in Canada. The first Underwater Hockey World Championship was held in Canada in 1980.
Wow. Who won? Don't know.
Don't know. So there you go.
Poms.
Underwater hockey is the Poms. Oh no, we had.
Why can't they just play the actual sport, like ice hockey? You know.
Don't know.
Or field hockey.
Yeah.
Ice
For me, ice hockey's so much cooler than field hockey.
It
Isn't
is.
it? It's fucking way cooler.
It definitely is.
It's ice hockey's great.
Yeah, it is fucking. And
It's
I love how
great.
they've just always never looked like banning fighting.
Do you know what it is? It's rugby league hockey.
Yeah,
Ice hockey is so rugby league hockey.
It's if you don't watch much of it, which obviously we don't.
No.
It's fucking hard to follow that park.
Oh, fucking oath it is, man.
God.
Yeah. I just think getting hit off the puck
Yeah.
when they get pumped into the fucking side of
Yeah.
shit and just the shots that
Yeah.
get put on and the biffing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other sport apart from fighting that it's like everyone just watches until one gets dropped and it's like, okay, guys, head to your benches for fuck all and get ready to come back.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Go and have a 5-minute
Yeah,
spell.
go and have a breather, you mad cunts. Great stuff. Crowd love that. Get on, go on. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That is great.
The only time they stop it, like you say, is if they get dropped or if it's more than one-on-one.
Yeah, or it gets a bit scrappy.
Even if
like,
it's
all right.
2-on-2, they're in there stopping it. But
yeah.
if it's
One-on-one.
one-on-one, they just skate around just watching.
It's beautiful stuff.
It's fucking oath it is. It's biblical.
Yeah, so shout out to ice hockey. Shout in to underwater hockey and field hockey for me. Sorry.
Whisper in.
Yeah. Righto, the big... Whisper in. Big shout out to the jerseys. Once again, it's the last you're going to hear about it until the punch show when we'll be able to say how the drop went. But look, if you're a Reggie, get your fucking jerseys. Get pumped for footy season. Both codes. There it is if you're watching on YouTube. Right in the guts. The best fucking jersey in the land. Let's go, people. Fire the fuck up.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard. That is
Actually,
standard time.
Have we put our tips in?
No.
Let's quickly go through and just put our tips in.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Because these guys have all got to go get to their computers and get on the reggies.com.au and buy a jersey.
That they do.
NRL first.
Yep.
Let's just do who we're tipping, or you want to do the games?
Oh, we won't go through the games too much. We'll just go.
I'm tipping Newcastle at McDonald Jones against the Finns.
I'm also tipping Newcastle at McDonald Jones.
And I reckon Manly are going to go to New Zealand and beat the Kiwis.
I agree.
Just with the whole, you've nailed it there with the no half situation and Metcalf and that.
And a bit of confidence from Manly.
Yeah. Huge confidence.
Yeah.
You got to be tipping Penrith.
100%.
1% of people have tipped the Roosters at CommBank to beat the Panthers.
Probably whoever Uncle Nick's got under the hat.
Yeah. I'm going to tip the Drags. They got a double home game to start the season.
I'm also tipping them.
They're in Wollongong. They're playing the Rabbits. Come on.
Like I said, I think
fans.
the head noise of Dolphins went into fucking why South beat them.
Hopefully.
So I'm going Dragons as well.
Now, here's one team who's going to turn it around this week.
Oh!
The Cows up at Queensland Country Bank in Townsville. Going to knock the Sharks off.
You
I
reckon?
Yep.
Wow.
You can't produce that shit 2 weeks in a row.
Holy
They will get a
righto.
rocket this week. Toddy Payton.
It will be steaming hot up there.
He will
That's
rocket
one
them.
thing about fucking, early season, still getting the game legs.
Nico in big games.
In saying that, I'm going Sharks.
Yeah.
Yep. But,
Sounds good.
mate, I like it. I like the upset.
Now, this is going to be a belter. Because these two sides were very impressive. Round one.
Fucking oath, man.
Canberra couldn't have been more impressive, and then Broncos really couldn't have been more impressive.
So this will show if it was just an absolute rubbish Roosters.
Yeah, that's
or if the
right.
Bronx are the real deal. I think they are. So
it's
I'm going
in Canberra. I think the odds are just insane here. It's not that far apart.
No way. A value bet would probably just be Canberra head to head.
It is not
at $4
that far
something.
apart. Yeah, that's crazy.
In saying that,
$1.20.
I think Broncos win.
Yeah. Combank. Yeah, now this is tough. This is just a fizzer.
I want to see the Tigs win.
So do I.
Are you going Eels?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't think they can be as bad either. But just on Moses quickly, I wanted to talk about this. Has he got that? What's that foot thing that every
Liz
cunt
Frank.
gets? Has he got that?
I have no idea.
They won't say.
Won't they?
They said...
That's fucking very strange, isn't it?
Hang on. Foot soreness. 6 weeks.
Foot soreness.
I'm going...
Would you stand on a rock?
Hang on. You can't just give them... The fans, not me, I don't care. I fucking don't care about the Eels. But... You can't say foot soreness 6 weeks. You've got to give them more than that.
Yeah, like
You've got to give them more than
is your physio on holidays, cunt?
You've got to give them more. Tell us what's going on. 6 weeks
Diagnose
is a long
it.
time.
I've never heard of sore foot. I've never gone. It's like going to the physio when you have a fuck shoulder and they say, "Yeah, that's a sore shoulder, mate. Rest it." No.
You've got sore shoulder.
Yeah, you've got sore. Cheers, brother. Yeah,
so anyway,
that is strange.
Give them something. Maybe they have by now, but yeah.
So you're going Eels?
I think so.
All right,
yeah.
I'm Tigs.
They can't be as bad either.
And then Doggies versus Titans. Did Titans have the bye?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Look
right.
where it is, mate. Oh, Belmore.
Oh, Belmore. Yeah, man, I'm with them.
5:15 on a Sunday.
How is the team looking for Titans? I know we're not going to go through all of them, but I just want to see if we've got the guns.
Yeah, I'm in. I think Tino will be in for sure.
I'm so keen to see that bloke back playing footy, man. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Tino. Fasula Mala'awi, cop that. Yeah. Well pronounced.
Yeah, he's starting at lock.
Where's fucking...
They don't have a bad pack, eh? The old fucking... Missing a bit in the second row department, but...
Where's that? Where is the big fella?
Fafita's on the bench.
Oh, why do they do that? They're fucking just...
Yeah.
Who is that? Who does that?
I don't know, mate.
Second rowers should be able to play 80 minutes.
Yeah, I agree
Don't
with
you agree?
I'm not sure what's
if you're
going
putting him on at lock or front row, fair enough, and I get it.
If
But
he was
as
there,
a-
that is a good pack.
That's what I mean. As a second rower, fucking get on there.
Jaden Campbell starting at halfback. That's nice. Brimson 5'8".
Yep.
Keanu Kinney at fullback.
Campbell
that's
at halfback. I wonder how that's going to go.
They might go all right here.
I don't really like Jaden Campbell at halfback.
Right.
I haven't seen enough of him there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, I hope he goes well.
You know what I think, and here comes more egg maybe, but I think
egg.
the Bulldogs are trending that well, right, over the last couple of years, that all they are missing is that fucking halfback, aren't they? Like, I know Sexton is a good player.
Yeah.
And he could
He's the right style to be a 7 too.
Yeah. And I just hope that he can produce for him because I think if they had one of those halves, they'd be a force, the old doggies.
See, this is what we're saying about the thing with Brown, right? If he doesn't get a halfback to go with him, and Cogger would probably be equivalent to Sexton in that they're a good half, but are they going to do enough to create space for Burton or fucking,
Just on
Brown.
Burton, fuck, he is big.
Yeah.
Fucking huge, man, for a 5'8".
Yeah, fucking oath he is.
He...
190 centimetres tall he is, 96 kegs.
Yeah. Fuck, man,
Big
he's
boy,
a big boy.
24 years old.
When you're running, you're a second rower running at your opposition second rower and the half outside him. You don't want it to be him.
No.
You'd much rather be running at fucking
Sam
Walker or Ilias or something.
Cody Walker,
I reckon it's perfect.
I,
the bigger you can get your fucking halves, the better.
I like the back row for the Dogs. Viliami Kikau, Jacob Preston,
Yeah.
and Kurt Mann. I really rate him as a lock.
Did you see his eye?
Yeah, that was a goodie, wasn't it?
Is he going to be able to play?
Yeah, surely.
He'd be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So Tilly Tupanua, I think, is a good signing for the Dogs too.
Yeah,
Scored a couple of meaties. And at one stage, him and Angus Crichton were the best fucking back row combo for the Roosters about 3 years ago.
Idiots probably should have held on to him, I reckon.
Well,
the Chooks, but anyway.
Looking a bit like that, isn't it?
Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to tip the Dogs, though, after all that rubbish.
Me too, mate.
Yeah, so for some reason, I'm trying to make ground already by tipping North Queensland and Parramatta.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it simple. At the start, I tried to ground myself last year and just buried myself into it.
Righto, MCG, Thursday night, the unofficial round one, even though it's the actual official round one. There'll be 90,000 there. $1.05 for Carlton, $10 for Richmond is insane. They've got pick number 1 is going to play. Pick 3, pick 21, and pick 23 are all going to play for Richmond.
Yep.
Unfortunately, sorry, not pick 3. Maybe it was pick 1. I thought he was gone though. He might have just got the head knock. But anyway, they got 3 of their first rounders that are going to start on Thursday, Richmond. 3 out of the 8. So, Carlton, they must just thump them. If they're going to win the flag
they
and actually make the top 4, make a prelim or something, they got to fucking pump them. So, Carlton, margin, I'm just going to go 20, just in case.
I went 35.
Yeah, that's more like it, I reckon. Yeah.
But yeah, went Carlton too, obviously.
Hawkies.
Poos and Wees, me too.
Against Essendon. Essendon supporters, I reckon they're the only supporters in all of sport where, at the start of the year, even if you're a West Tigers fan, this year you've started, before that first game, the excitement's through the roof. You're going, we've got this bloke, we've got this bloke, we've got this bloke. This year we're going to turn it around. And until you actually see them play, you've got that hope. I reckon Essendon's the only team in any code of sport where they just go, nah. Because they've just been fucking heartbroken that many times in the last 2 decades that they just go, yeah, nah. We might be second halfway through the season, but we'll miss the 8.
That'd suck.
Yeah. So, Hawkies, let's get off to a 2-0 start. I'm going to pick Geelong down in Geelong against Freo. It's a bit long.
Yeah, me too.
We know the long.
Yeah.
Now, this one's hard. Grand final rematch. Obviously, last time they played, Lions thumped them by 10 goals at the G. I'm going to pick Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Back-to-back games at the SCG, I think.
They'll be stinging after a loss.
Yeah, stinging. Crowd will turn out again. Lions have been like they were meant to play and then they didn't, and then they've been bunkered in and not being able to train too because the surface at the Gabba's not good enough to train on because of all the rain. So I think they are going to fly down to Sydney early and hopefully get a few runs in down there. So, yeah, very, what's it called? An interrupted preparation.
Yes, for sure.
I'm going to pick Sydney.
All right.
And I'm going to pick the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm going to go Brisbane.
Okay.
I'm going to hold strong with the boys.
Righto, nice.
And I'm going
Dogs.
Dogs
until you see something from North, you can't go picking them.
Nah.
Collingwood will turn it around.
Yeah, I agree.
But in saying that, if Port are going to be a force, this is their time to strike. Is in games like this where Collingwood, everyone's talking about them. Have they put the work in? Are they underdone? Dacos goes down with a hamstring in the fucking third quarter. Here we go. Look at the percentages here, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, boys. The fucking nest is forged. We've welded her up.
You've welded up?
Yeah, because it's made of steel. Let's fucking go, boys. Fire up. Fucking
I'm
fire up.
I'm on them.
Let's go.
I'm on the Crows.
We're going to kick ring.
Adelaide Oval. You'll get a fucking sellout there
too,
I
she'll be
reckon.
fucking crowing. Swoop and peck, boys. Fucking
game.
swoop and peck.
GWS will beat Melbourne at the MCG. I think
agree.
Melbourne, they've got the potential to turn it around, but until you see it, you got to go with the form team. And GWS was so good, and then it is what it is here.
Do you know what?
It is.
I'm going the Eagles.
Yes, it's long.
It's long! Oh, it's long!
Gold Coast, mate. Too
Fucking
long.
Coming out of the water, drying out in the air, long in the air, and then landing and you're tired and you're sore and you're cramping and you're stiff and it's long.
It is. It's long.
So long.
It is. I hope they get up.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
You want to see teams like North and fucking West Coast and Richmond do a bit, not Richmond yet, because they did win those 3.
And you'd love us to just manifest a bit of long.
Bit of long. Like manifesting some long.
Bit of long into play, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
No, we'll see how they go. A bit less interruptions to Gold Coast prep, though.
Yeah.
Because they reckon that People's First Stadium literally drains the best stadium to ever drain.
Yeah, right.
Like, it is just fucking freakish.
Been built well.
How well it drains. So, and they reckon the Gabba's pretty good, but it's, the boys are going to be flying to Sydney on Wednesday. So today, as you listen, to go out and train on some random fucking Western Sydney track, you know?
Yeah.
Because of the surface at the Gabba, but no such issues for the Suns. So, but it's still long.
Very long.
Righto, get on the jerseys.
Fucking
Reggies.com.au, 6 p.m. EST. That would be 7 p.m. daylight time.
Yep.
Don't miss out. We can't wait to see you all there.
Oh, mate.
We'll
Can't
see
wait to
yous
get amongst it.
Friday morning. Can't wait to send them all out to you. Friday morning for the punch show. We should have them all packed and sent out by then.
Yeah. Let us just say too, like, buy them. Everything's as per usual with us. Obviously, Ozpost and what's happening with Big Alfred, the big wet dog.
Oh, yeah.
If there's some hold-ups with the postage, that's just is what it is, out of our control, guys.
That's right.
But everything will be as per usual on our end. We'll send it to fucking Ozpost, and then they'll do with what they will.
Hopefully it's sorted out by the end of this week, early next week. As in, like, nothing will change. But
that's right.
If there is, then that's the reason, obviously.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
but
I can't even buy a fucking Apple at the moment. So,
mate, I'm just keen for these future events that we're doing this year. Like, we got the fucking Owners' Day.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see everyone in their new jerseys.
Owners/Listeners' Day.
That's right. And then the fight night in fucking April. Jerseys. Fucking get them on for that.
There was plenty of them there last year.
That's right. So plenty of fucking use out of them, boys and girls. Get into your work. Reggies.com.au.
Righto, we'll see you Friday morning for the punch show. Tom Dahl is absolutely airborne.
Flying.